thrill out of that. But I want to unify. And I told Puello, I said, I don't give a damn if you lose. I still got to see you. You don't got to have no belt for me to see you. Because the way I'm looking at it, they got to crack a few eggs and make an omelet. And you really got a gift, my boy.
Gary, Antuanne, Russel. Speaking some shit, man. He was speaking some shit. Now, Gary, he's coming off a big win over Jose Venezuela, and he's looking for a fight. It's been about, when was the Lamont Roach fight? That was his last fight, a few months back, and he's starving for a next meal. And what it looks like he's seeking at this point of time is not only Alberto Puello, but Richardson Hitchins. Now we'll go to Alberto first because he lost to him. With Alberto and how that fight went, I can see Gary Antuanne Russel tying up the defense, working on because in that fight he was trying to like not throw a flood of punches, but it kind of had that pressure, aggressive, always in your face kind of pressure on Puello, which for Alberto it worked so well for his style. Sit back in his little shell and just counter, and even with a point taken away, he won the fight with that style. So maybe I could see him changing up how he uses his aggression, which I think he did in the Jose Venezuela fight. Slowed down, picked his shots more wisely, less risk, but still gain a reward of a victory at the end of the fight. Unlike the Puello fight, but he's desperate to get that win back. But the more interesting win at this point in time is Richardson Hitchins. Richardson coming off a big win of Kambosos. He wants to get that fresh meat. Like, I like this because Richardson has a big name, not necessarily like big name Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, but he has a big fight that's in the headlines. So if he was to sign a fight with Gary Antuanne Russel, that just takes boxing to the next level, where it's sort of this building up, right? Richardson has a big fight, then goes into the next big fight, and now his name stays in the headlines compared to it like slowly simmering out. It's these big fights that boxing needs to grow as a sport. Richardson Hitchins wins against Kambosos, announces a fight with Gary Antuanne Russel. Puello wins against Matias, because that's probably what's going to happen. Puello wins against Matias, announces a rematch against Gary Antuanne Russel. We need those, like, there's not too many fighters except Inoue fighting every 2 to 3 months. It's always once or twice a year, and it sucks because there's no momentum built up. Now with May, that whole where we had Canelo, we had the Three Kings, which all sucked. Then we had Inoue. That's like what I'm talking about. Just spread it out over a 12-month period. For every month we're getting that big fight. But we'll see. Gary, he's ambitious. He wants the big name fights. We'll see what happens after this.